How's it going, guys? I just want to give a driving impression on my now cammed 2.5. This car, from my last white car that had the stock 2.5, just an intake, header, exhaust, this car would absolutely destroy it on a drag race. It's pretty quick for a naturally aspirated car. I mean, it is a pretty big block 4-cylinder, but this thing absolutely rips with the cams, and I don't even have a finalized tune or anything like that. I'm trying to keep it safe. I'm keeping it under 7K. My red line's about 7250, but this thing absolutely rips. So what I'm trying to accomplish in this video is, for one, to show you guys how it sounds at the top end. I know my last video was just the exhaust at an idle and a rev, which some people like, but I know a lot of people want to hear it out, you know, through the top end. So I'm gonna hopefully do that today right now. It's crazy. I'm trying to not make it a bigger deal than what it is, but having me drive a 2.5 stock compared to this thing, it's completely night and day different. So what I'm trying to convey to people is if you're getting a 2.5, you already have the engine out, just throw the cams in it, whether it's stage 1, stage 2, hell, even stage 3. The motor's going to be fine. But if you're doing stage 2, stage 3, you need to do springs. So yeah, I'm gonna set up the tripod right now, and I'm gonna do some exhaust clips for you. Like a third gear roll on right here. Idle's about 950, 980. So to put the quick release blades on to the actual splitter blade, you're going to be putting these, I call them anchors, but I know there's probably a more specific term for them, but they're going to be going in basically like this. So underneath, you would see it like that. I just dropped all my stuff, but once I tighten this up, I will put it on the car. Once you have your the quick release part started and the bolts are through, you'll notice that the pins are sticking out fairly far and they're not catching. But what you're going to want to do is just get a hammer and lightly tap these in. These ones are a little bit further down here in, but this one's a little further out. This is kind of where you want it. And once you start tightening the bolt, it'll basically suck it through, and then it'll be all nice and tight. That's looking pretty good to me. You can see they're relatively flush. These are all pretty tight, so I'm gonna work on the other side now. Racebred has these slots, so there's really no guesswork on making sure these are the right space apart from each other, and no drilling or anything like that. Obviously they sell these blades by themselves, but if you get their brackets, it's basically a bolt-on affair, other than obviously the drilling I had to do for the brackets. But yeah, it's super easy. So with the quick release parts on the blade ready to go, all you're going to do is end up sliding it on these nut and bolt on each side, and wherever you get it to the desired location that you want, then you tighten these up. So I'm going to do that now. There you go. Now it's on. So here is the full Racebred front splitter installed on my car. I'm not gonna put the bumper on just yet. So I need to get underneath the front, do a couple more things. But it looks really aggressive. It's not fully tightened, but it is. Stand on it a little bit. Super quality parts, really easy. Everything was literally bolt in, except for the drilling, but obviously it still needed to get bolted in. But it's once I tighten these up, it'll be super sturdy. I can't wait to take this thing out on the track and see what it's gonna do. If you like the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.